Hi everyone, David here from daviddumaisaudio.com, and in this video I want to show you how you can start to sell your sound effects on Pond5.com and start earning yourself some passive income month after month. So I've actually been doing this for a few years now. Actually selling music is how I started, and every couple of months or so I get paid out by Pond5. And recently I started to upload my sound effects on there, and I've already been starting to see some income coming in from that. So I want to be able to show you how to do that so you can experience that for yourself and start earning yourself some income. So there's actually 4 steps to what I want to show you guys in this video. So the first is going to be like actually creating an account. The second is going to be uploading our sound effects in the back end of Pond5. And then number 3 is going to be editing the metadata, so getting it all ready to submit. And then finally actually submitting it for review so that they're ready to be accepted and sold on Pond5.com. All right, but before we do jump in, I just want to give you a free gift, which is my passive income workshop. It's a free workshop that I put together. It's about 30 minutes or so, but basically I go over exactly how I earn $200 to $500 a month passive income from selling sound effects online. So what I'm going to show you in this video with the Pond5 is actually only a really small portion. I do a lot more, and I reveal and show all of that in this workshop. So it's a free workshop. Just go to daviddumaisaudio.com/workshop. I'll also put a link in the description for that. And yeah, just a free gift to you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get going. Let's start from the beginning here. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is just to go to pond5.com, and we're just going to click on join now. And I've already have an email here, and I'm just going to put a password. And I'm going to click join. All right, so once our account is created just like that, what you can do is just come down to the bottom here under contributor resources. You can just click on sell your media. So this is what we're going to do to sell our sound effects. And you can just click on start selling, and you're just going to click on get started. All right, so here's where you're going to put all your information. So I'm just going to do that really quick, and then we'll keep going. All right, for step 2 here, you're just going to click individual creator, unless of course you have a production company. But for most people, I think you're just going to click individual creator. What types of media will you contribute? We're going to do sound effects. If you want to also do music, of course, click on music and whatever else you want to be selling. And we're just going to click next. Now for here, you're going to need to upload an ID. So what I normally do is upload like a driver's license, or if you have passport, something like that. This is where you're going to put this here. So to check what kind of ID they actually accept, click on this little question mark here. All right, so here are some of the examples of the IDs that you can upload in order to be verified. It has to be a government-issued photo ID with a valid expiration date. And of course, they give examples here. So something like passport, driver's license, or other government-issued ID. It has to give your full name, a picture of yourself, date of birth, issue date, and expiration date. Okay, so you just take a picture of whatever that is, or you can do I think you can do a copy. Normally I just take a picture and then upload that from there. So I'm just going to do that. You press submit. Once it's submit, again, it takes about 1 to 2 days. It says right here 1 to 2 business days in order for it to be approved. And then once you're approved, you'll have your account ready to be selling any kind of media on Pond5. All right, so here is one of my accounts that I've created from a while ago. It's called just Sound Effects Pro. And this is kind of what it looks like once you can start actually selling your sound effects. So you can see here, I've already made a sale, 70 cents. And the way you know is because now you have an upload tab here that you can use. So here you go. You can see here that I have all my sound effects down here that you can see. And you can see I have 5 different pages of 100 each. So I have about 500 on here. And yeah, so now what I'm going to do is we're just going to upload our sound effects. So to upload our sound effects, it's pretty simple. You're just going to go to uploads here. You're going to go upload a new file, and that's pretty much it. So what it's going to do is it's going to be create an upload little folder here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag and drop files over. So I'm just going to drag and drop. I have 41 sound effects here. They're just air impacts from one of my sound packs. And it's just uploading. And there you go. And in order to actually upload them properly, what you have to do is click your FTP password here. And usually this is just the password from for your account. So just put the same password that you used to log in. You can press send. And there you go. And now you can see here, I have all these sound effects that I just uploaded, and they're getting processed. So this is usually going to take a few minutes. It can sometimes, depending on their systems, I guess, it can take up to like an hour, 2 hours. But once it's processed, then you'll be able to go in and actually edit them individually, or also batch edit them, which is exactly what we're going to do next. All right, so this actually only took a few minutes for me. I guess I got kind of lucky because sometimes it just takes like an hour or two, but for me, it just took a few minutes, and here we go. They're already ready to be edited. So what you'll see here is the actual file. So here you'll see the title, the description, and this was already imported with the file. So for my file, I already had some metadata attached to it, and it imported that as is. So you can see here the original file name is here. You can see the file size, tech data, so you can see it's 96 kilohertz. 24-bit stereo channel, and you can see the length of the file, etc. So you can see all that information here. You can see the dates uploaded, etc. So this is under tech data. But for clip data, this is what really matters because this is what people are going to be seeing when they're purchasing on the website. So if you go to like a new tab and I click, pond5.com, let's say I'm looking for a sound effect. I'm saying I'm looking for a magic spell sound. Okay, this is what comes up. And as you can see here, I just type magic spell sound, and what comes up is all of these sound effects that are named magic spell, or have some sort of magic spell in the name. So you can see magic spell, electric spark, magic spell, harp, magic spell, pad, magic spell, zap. So this keyword magic spell is what's going to populate these sounds. Okay, and that's why these are important. This is your clip title. So if I go back to here, the title, the clip details, clip title, this is the title of that I was just showing here. So that's Magic Spell 09. That's what that clip title, that's what that name is. So for here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click all of these. So it's going to select all of these air impact sounds that I have. And I'm just going to do batch edit. So you just select all of them by clicking on up here or at the bottom, or up here. And then you can just go in the actions here. There's a few actions. The only one I really ever use though is batch edit. So if I do batch edit music sound effects, click on that and execute. And then now we're going to be able to batch edit those 41 sound effects. So let's just go through these and I'll show you kind of the settings that I normally use for my sound effects. So first thing I'm going to do is say that's a sound effect. Next thing is the title. So for the title, you'll want something that represents the sound. So for me, this is an air impact sound. So a magical air impact sound. So I'm going to type that out. So, okay, so this is going to be my title. And I'm basically saying what people are looking for. I could just keep it down to like one, like really specific one. I could just say like air magic impact, and that would be good. Maybe I'll just do that. Something like that, air magic impact, because that's what it is. Description I'm going to leave because it's already populated for me. But if you wanted a description for each of these, you could just put it in here. So I could actually just go like click on these. So I'm just going to copy this. And now if I go back to the template here, so I can just put it here, which is great. Sometimes what I'll do is find more sound effects. Or because these are magic sound effects, find more magic sound effects here. And then I'll put a link to my my account so that people, if they do like the work that I have, they can go to my account and just click on that link and be able to go right to my account and see all the sound effects that I have. So I'm going to do that right now. All right, so to get your account page, what you're going to do is you're going to go to your account tab up here. So I just opened a new tab here, but I'm basically in the account. And then you're going to go to profile. And this is where you can edit, like your username. Usually you can't edit this. I think you can only do it like once or something like that, but usually it's just your default name. So you can put that there. You can put a little bit about yourself or your company or whatever you are, and then your website, your location if you want. And then to view the actual page though, you click on here, view profile page. And this is it right here. So this is what people are going to see if they want to see or know more about you. So this is what I'm going to link here. So I'm just going to grab this URL here and I'm going to paste that into the description so that it's really easy for them to just find more if they're interested in the work that I'm doing. Okay. All right, the next thing you're going to need to do is put a composer because you'll see here it's marked with an asterisk, so you have to put something there. And what you just do here is you just put you put your name basically. So, all right, so I got my name going, so that's good. I leave the rest here blank. Next thing here that you need to do is pricing. So you can do manual pricing, or you can do let Pond5 set my price. I normally do that because they have their own algorithms and everything else to set up so that they know what would be the best price. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. If you wanted to set your own manual price, you could put it here, and you could put whatever $5 if you want, or whatever it is. So, but normally I just put that. And then here is where you're gonna want to put your keywords. And again, this is very important because this is gonna help people find your sound effects. So right now, all my sound effects are like air magic. So normally I just do one at a time, but you can do multiple. So air magic, magical, impact, hit. All right, so something like this, you could also do a bit more research or just look at these ones that they suggest down here in terms of, mood and different ideas of what you could use, maybe energetic, something like that. You could do mystical, magical. Anyways, I think this is okay for now. The rest here, we're not going to touch. Collections, this is if you want collections for your sound effects. I don't have any right now, so I'm just going to leave that for now. Additional information, you can add your personal notes here just for yourself in case you want to see it in the future. Creator notes, this is what, when you submit it, there's going to be someone who's going to look over all your sound effects, and this is if you want to leave them a note to let them know of whatever, any details about your sounds. I don't know why you would, but if you did, you could leave that here. And then if you want to overwrite the keywords that are already uploaded on the file, you can do that here. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to leave it as is, and I'm just going to click Save Changes. All right, so that's been done. Now all I got to do is press refresh, and it should be like you should see here for tags. You should see some. These are going to be our keywords that we just added, and you should see also the title update. So here we go. Title has been updated. These are all Air Magic impacts. And you can see here the price has been set to $2. They might change it. Sometimes they change it and increase it to like $5 for sound effects. It just depends. And then you can see, of course, you have your tags here, the 13 tags, which are your keywords. And now if you wanted to, you could individually come into here and add like 01 or 02 if you wanted to. Normally I don't. I just leave it as is, and it's basically ready to submit. So at this point, what we're going to do is just click all of them again. So it selects all of them. You can just go back down here to Actions, Submit, and just click Execute, and which is what I'm going to do right now. Bam. So now these have all been sent to be reviewed by a curator. And normally it takes, within 24 hours, 48 hours, you'll hear back from them, and they'll let you know if it's been accepted or not. Normally, if you have good work, it will be accepted, and you'll be able to see in your messages here, they'll say your uploads have been reviewed. You can just click in, and then you'll see that it'll say it's been accepted. And once it's accepted, it's just automatically on the website. It's automatically for sale on the website. So from then on, it's just a matter of time, and people can find your sound effects, and you can start earning income from those sound effects. All right, so this is basically it. It's a really, I wanted to do this relatively quickly. Hopefully it wasn't too quickly, but hopefully you got an idea of how you can just quickly go on, create an account, upload your sound effects, add some metadata, and just submit for review, and you start earning some money online by selling on pond5.com. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I know I went through this kind of quickly, but hopefully it gives you an idea of how easy it is to do and how easy it is to start earning money from your sound effects. So there's a few questions here that I had just regarding this. And basically it was, how much can you expect to earn from doing this, from uploading your sounds on pond5.com? And ultimately, it really depends on how many sounds you sell, the quality of your sounds, and how well you add your metadata to the sounds. So the metadata, like I showed in the video, it actually helps users find your sound effects. So if you're not tagging them properly with the correct with the correct words, then it's going to be really hard for people to find your sound effects. So you really want to make sure of that. Second thing is that most of your sounds will probably never be viewed. That's just how Pond5 is. At least in my experience, that's how it's been. Like, let's say you have 100 sounds on there, maybe like 20 of them will be viewed, and then the rest will never be viewed. They'll never have any views or anything on them. And let me actually show you what that looks like here. So if you go to uploads, and I go to all, I'm just gonna search sounds that are actually on their website right now. So live. So here you can go to tech data. Sales data here, and you can see how many views you get. So if you go under sales data, you can see like this one here has had 4 views, this one here 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, and you can see that there's not that many. Like these up here have all had views, but the rest of them just haven't, right? So generally that's how it goes. It just takes a very long time for people to find your stuff, just because it's such a massive store, a massive place to sell your sound. So just be aware that that's how it is. It's kind of like the 80-20, you know, like 20% of your sounds is what's going to sell, like give you 80% of your income. That's just how it is. So, but actually, how much can you expect to earn? Yeah, it depends on those things. Generally speaking, I mean, it really depends, because if you have something like 10,000 sound effects on there, yeah, you can earn probably a few $100s a month on here. But if you only have 100, then you're probably not going to earn that much. It's probably going to take a few months for you to get a payout. And normally a payout, it's a minimum of like $25, something like that. So it'll probably take you a few months to get that $25 payout, you know, maybe 3 or 4 months. So it depends. But the higher quality sound effects you have, the more sound effects you have, and the better tagged and detailed it is, and easier for people to find, the more you're going to be able to earn. So, yeah, hopefully that answers that question. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. Again, if I missed anything or if I rushed through anything that wasn't really clear, let me know in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer it. And yeah, just a reminder of that free workshop that I have for you guys. If you want to learn more about earning passive income selling sound effects online, like I said before, this is only a little part, you know, selling on Pond5 is only a little part of it. And I do a lot more on other websites. So I kind of touch on that in that workshop. So free workshop, daviddumaisaudio.com/workshop. So I think that's it for this video. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.